All right, so this is gonna be a short video. I just posted. It's actually an old video that I took about a week and a half ago, and I have posted something. Anyways, I have posted something like that in the past. I hope you don't forget about my videos. Okay, like I don't have to keep posting again and again. But in that video, there's some light. Now, granted, that particular day, it wasn't super sunny. If it's super sunny, all my hair gets revealed. It was light out, but it wasn't that bright and it wasn't sunny. But you could still manage to see a lot of my hair on that side was all colored. Okay, look at the side now. Okay? Does it look colored to you? No. But in that light, it reveals the color. Each and every single hair on my head is colored. There's not a single black hair. If you shine the sun on every side, you would see that each and every hair is colored. It is naturally colored. I have baby photos when I was a baby that when the sun would shine on it, it was literally blonde. The hair would go literally blonde. I have pictures of myself as a baby where my hair would go as light as blonde. Okay. At this point, my hair goes to the lightest shade of auburn, which is like the shade before blonde. The shade before blonde that would be going into auburn or the lightest shade of brown, they call it. It would be it is that shade, like after auburn. Okay. Interesting fact that I'll throw out to you. Supposedly that was supposed to be the genetic family, which makes no sense. Every male in there, and there's only males, by the way. Every male is at least 6'2", right? And if not 6'4", and all of them at this point are overweight. Okay, unless they really need to work out a lot to lose weight or diet like crazy, they will diet like crazy, exercise like crazy, but they're all big fat guys, okay? And they're all the same size. They're all like more or less the same size as each other. They look like they belong to the same family. They're all big and fat, right? You can tell. I mean, by my pictures and stuff, I'm not anywhere close to fat. You know what I mean? You see that right there? That's the window. Now, what I do is that I close the curtains, but the curtains are white. So some light comes out. Now, when you see me posting videos when I'm standing up, I'm even standing in front of that window. You can see my real skin color. Look here. It's shaded, right? You could say that I'm brown or something, or I'm tan. Look at the shade here. Do you see how white my skin is? When I stand in front of that window, my skin is revealed. My skin is like completely white. And when I say white, I mean your typical Caucasian, British, French, Canadian, whatever they are. My skin is whiter than their skin. My skin is whiter and a lighter shade than your typical Caucasian. Your typical Caucasian does have. Now, at the same time, I'm a bit versatile. In the summertime, if I go out a lot, my skin will tan and it doesn't really freckle up. I might get the odd one or two freckles. My skin does not freckle up in the sunlight. I just tan beautifully. Okay, perfectly and beautifully do I tan. Now, again, that's the light, right? And every now and then I will post it in the morning, right? And you can see my face, it's the lightest shade of white. Okay. I'll be honest, I've never met an Indian with colored hair. But I'll tell you, there's something popular among Indian men is that they like coloring their hair and their beard red. Okay. They claim it's some kind of guru, their old gurus used to do it or something like that. So the Indian men will color their hair commonly and their beards red. Okay, their hair is not red. I have never seen an Indian. I may have seen, to be honest, I may have seen one Indian who had a white father, who had colored hair. And I'll be very honest with you, that individual was praised for being having Caucasian-like features. And I'll be very honest with you, they don't look good at all. They would be like a 5 out of 10 for a Caucasian. Okay, for a white person, if you were to rate them on looks, they would be like 4 or 5 out of 10. I mean, chubby, ugly, all that stuff. Like no good looks at all. Okay, now the thing with me is I never used to talk like that because I didn't live in that kind of world that I live in today. You know what I mean? And I will tell people what I genuinely think. I've never met an Indian with colored hair. I've never met an Indian who has two Indian parents who has colored hair. Never seen it. Never seen it. Never seen it in my life. The girls, Indian girls, I'll tell you right now, they love wearing contact lenses, colored contact lenses. Some of the guys do as I've seen Indian guys with baby blue or ocean blue eye contact lenses. I've seen Bangladeshi girls, I've seen Indian girls, I've seen all those girls. They wear colored contact lenses. They love, by the way, they love wearing colored contact lenses, green and blue. Their eyes are not that shade. Now, my eyes, if you if you see it in the light, it's just brown. Okay, my eyes are not colored, but I don't have any issues with my eyes being colored. I've never wished for my eyes to be colored. Um, even the hair on my legs in the sunlight goes red, like red. Okay. Now you tell me what the logical conclusion is for that. What is the logical conclusion to that? If you have a family of four men and one woman, and one of them colors his hair like bronze reddish, first of all, and only part of his hair does he color it. Okay, so one of them claims to have hair color. Okay, the funniest thing is all of them have totally black hair, but the funny thing is that all their childhood pictures have them with colored hair, which is absolutely stupid. Which is before even my birth, that their childhood pictures, they have colored hair. Oh yeah, they had colored hair, but when they get older, it turns black. Like totally stupid. Do you really think people are that stupid? You know what I mean? Listen, dude. Every single hair on your head is fucking black as black. All right? All of your hairs are black as black. You are all at least 6'1" or 6'2". Okay, up to 6'4". And the heaviest of you has hit 280, 290, 300 pounds. Okay? You all look like you're from the same family. You all hang out together. All right? You all have the same characteristics and everything. I am the biggest standout, okay? And it's to the point that people would just joke like, dude, it couldn't be any more obvious, all right? It couldn't be any more obvious. Now, what would the conclusion be? Now, you tell me. I have actually, there was a woman who worked in the medical field, and I saw her one day, and I I told her seriously, I said, how often do babies get switched? And she smiled at me, right? A little bit of a mischievous smile, okay? Because babies do get switched. It does happen. People's babies do get switched. Now, my birthplace is supposed to be the capital city of Saudi Arabia. And it's a false birth certificate also with the wrong birth date on it, which is just ridiculous. But the point is that I know that I was born in one of the very well-to-do hospitals. Now, is it possible that the babies could get switched? Yeah, 100%. 100%. It's 100%. You know, it does happen. People's babies do get switched. Why does it happen? Because you got two babies who are around the same size, who are bald, and you're constantly picking them up, putting them here. And these nurses, they get stressed. They're working 24 hours around the clock. Imagine the nurse at 3 a.m., non-stop, babies are crying. She's putting one here, putting one there, trying to deal with this one, trying to deal with that one. It's a lot of stress. It's very easy for babies to get switched. But what kind of backing do you have? Dude, I don't have a single black hair on my head. My skin goes totally white. Nobody's got eyes or nose or any features like me in that entire... There is no matching feature between me and any of them in the family. And this is what I legit look like. This is not somebody making my hairstyle, somebody putting cream on my face, trying to shape my face and things like that. This is my genuine look. I have never looked more genuine in my whole life. This is what I genuinely look like, by the way. My eyes, my nose, everything. This is what there is not a single matching clue of genetic relation, okay, to anyone in an Indian family. You know, and I'm very proud of that. I don't want to look Indian. I don't want to have a Paki dot, and I don't want to look like a Bangladeshi. Okay, I don't want to. Like that is like I don't want that, and I'm not gonna do that. All right. moving on. But that was never understood. It was never understood that this guy would have any kind of Romanian background. It was never understood. But people did think, because people do know that there are people who come in from Central Asia, and sometimes they have features. They had my features wrong, by the way, but they thought that I was the colonizers who came to their country, and they hated me for that. They thought I was one of the colonizers that came to the country. By the way, DNA tests are bullshit. Okay, 12% Irish, 3% Jamaican. Dude, believe me, that's just bullshit. This world is put in a place. Okay, tell me something. You know that the Bible. How old is the Bible? How old is the Quran? How old is the Torah? They all talk about demons. Science will not today confirm that there are any demons alive. I mean, you tell me. You tell me what that's about. Science doesn't say black magic actually works. You tell me what that's about. I mean, really. They don't want to say, like the funniest thing is, I wouldn't be surprised if Charles Darwin was a demon. That's the funny thing. I wouldn't be surprised if the guy giving you your theory of evolution was actually a demon who will never mention anything about demons, because it's all supposed to be secretive. Right? Am I right or am I right? Okay. In this world, bullshit has become acceptable. Bullshit is what's official, and they always try to keep what's true and what's genuine outside of officiality. So anything that's genuinely true has to be kept away from what's official, because the world is not supposed to put genuine things as official. Genuine things are not supposed to be official. They are supposed to be kept a secret. They are not supposed to be talked about. And that's where I was going with this. This last minute of what I've talked about here, pretty much, I've never talked about that in my whole life. And apparently I have to talk about things in order for them to see that I understand, or else I get the rules of the people who don't understand. You see what I'm saying? So I just hit two birds with one stone, including what I just said there in the last minute and a half. All right, and that's beautiful. That's what I was aiming to do. All right. Anyways, it couldn't be any more obvious. But anyways, you know what? I'm done, and that's it. And good afternoon.